Okay, guys, I have a new microphone. Okay, and that microphone is the Elgato Wave. Yeah, Elgato Wave DX. Okay, I'm currently using the new microphone, but I came from this microphone, and depending how it goes, I definitely will, no matter what, be using my new microphone, but I'm trying to determine what kind of videos it's best for, if it's best for only a streaming mic, or if it's best for a talking head mic, or a voiceover mic, because those are the things that you gotta keep in mind as a content creator of any kind. So what I'm doing in this video is I'm going to be doing a head-to-head, not in many things at all, okay? It's really not even a fair head-to-head, because this is a colloid or whatever, however you pronounce it. Basically, you're supposed to talk directly into one direction. This is more of a dynamic mic. This. I point over there because that's where I have it set up. But yeah, this is more of a dynamic mic, so they technically aren't supposed to be head to head. That's why no one puts them head to head. But I am. Audio-Technica 2020 versus the Elgato Wave DX. Okay, and we're going to do a mic quality without any filters, no OBS filters, no processing filters when I render the video, just on without filters. This is what you're hearing right now. Okay, this is what the Audio-Technica AT2020 sounds like without any filters whatsoever. And this is the Elgato Wave DX mic without any filters. And hopefully that sounded good for you guys. Now, the biggest reason I'm making this video is not to show off the Elgato Wave DX or anything like that. It's more because that video didn't exist. I couldn't find it at all. I couldn't find a comparison between the mic I bought years, like we're talking years ago, versus this mic right here. Probably because no one really compares this type of mic versus a dynamic mic, because it's not a fair comparison. They both have totally different purposes, but they are technically around the same price range, because this cost me, I believe, $120, and it included like a whole kit. It included like a boom arm, it included this mic, and it included some headphones. For it was like advertised as a studio-esque type thing. This was back when everyone and their mother wanted to start a podcast. So that's what this was advertised as, in like a whole kit type thing. This, the whole mic itself, I believe costs around $100. So yeah, but you only get the mic in the box. The box did include, well, it already included this, which this took me a bit to get out, but I did manage to get up, because see, the boom arm I have already has it, doesn't need one. This is a converter type thing, so I'm going to hold on to it because I'm sure I will need it at some point. Yeah, these are very important. So yeah, If you want to see the full unboxing, I'll put a link in the description below to my unboxing channel. It's literally a channel where I only unbox stuff, okay? That's the whole channel. Me unboxing stuff for you guys. I don't expect it to go many places or anything per se. It's more of a community, enjoy watching me unbox and my first impressions, interactions, and what have you channel. So, yeah. But definitely let me know what you guys think, okay? Especially compared to my other content, because I am using that mic right now. And this is the mic that I want to use more in the future, because see, the biggest problem I have with my current mic is when I tilt my head like this to look at chat, usually what happens is the mic is stuck cutting me out and freaking out. And I'm wondering if it did that this time or not, because this is a different mic. It's a little further away than I see other YouTubers use it, because I see other YouTubers use it like super up close and personal and what have you. So I'm hoping that that doesn't change it too much. I'm hoping that that's more of a suggestion than a hard must do type thing. Yeah. But, if it is a must do type thing, I feel like I will adapt type thing. Also, can I say there's another difference? This mic doesn't need phantom power. I use the Solo Focusrite, I believe it's called, or Focusrite. Focusrite. Yeah, Solo Focusrite. And by default, it can give, phantom power. I call it amp power, but really it's phantom power. And this mic doesn't need it. In fact, I have to now, I had to add a button to my Stream Deck. Yes, I know, a big surprise. The person holding an Elgato product has a Stream Deck, which is also an Elgato product, in case you didn't know. I had to install a plugin to add a mic mute button. So, because I used to just use the phantom power thing as a mute button type thing. I would just turn it off to mute it and stuff. But now I would be using this. Look, I'll show you guys. So right now I'm talking, and mute. You guys saw my lips moving, but didn't hear a word. Hopefully. You did that, or this whole mute thing isn't working out that well. So I guess I'll see in the playback when I play it back and see. But yeah, definitely let me know your guys' thoughts. I know this video is kind of long, so hopefully you enjoyed that I did put the mic tests in, an actual clip for the time code for the mic test, so you don't have to watch the whole video wondering when are the mic tests, where are the mic tests? Well, the mic tests are here. And with that said, not here, but in the video. Okay, well, anyway, I'm going to end it up here. I'll catch you. Let me know what you guys think of the sound. I'll catch you guys in the future. Later.